Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this chapter we will see the format menu commands under the format tab. Now this is useful from the presentation point of view, making data sense point of view, and this is really handy when you are maintaining some of the analysis which can be reusable after every interval. Okay, so let's start with the theme first. So theme is basically this set of rules, okay, which are pre-applied or pre-configured and that we can use. So for example here, if I currently use the standard theme and if I can go to my color palette, I can see the theme colors are here. Okay, similarly for the cell colors. If I choose the another theme and if I go back to my color palette, I will get ready-made these colors of the theme along with the standard palette. Same for the this thing. Now what is the use is we can maintain a uniformity on the data or the analysis. So for example, with this simple light theme, let me use the bold colors this way, bold. Okay. Let us suppose I have a chart based on this data. So default it has picked up the colors. Okay. If I wanted to add another range to it, let me add a range and include it in my visualization. Now see here automatically it has picked up the theme colors. Now where you can customize these theme colors is basically you can click on the customize and here you will see these color accent. These are the defaults and you can change as well. So what this accent 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 means, whatever the next set of data point you are utilizing, accordingly the accent is or the color is picked up. So for example, again going back to my chart, adding an extra range. Okay, adding it here and it will take automatically the next set of color which is the accent 4. So this is very handy if you are maintaining a uniformity of your data for the representation and the showcase purpose. Okay, so let's move ahead. So before covering the this formatting, number formatting, let's go ahead and see the text alignment first. So here we have bold, italics, underline, strike through. We all know these commands: font size, aligning the text, text wrapping, rotation, etc. And these can also be accessed from the menu bar. Okay, I have this data. So we can change the font from here, right? Font size, bold, italics, strike through, colors, header color, right? Then we have borders. Border let me cover. So for example, if you have a large number of data set with you and if you put the default black colored borders, it tend to create a crowded kind of a data for the visualization. So what you can do is always remember the borders, you can take it as a little lighter shade and then apply it so that it looks fine for the representation purpose. Okay, next you can also make a sensible look and feel by just selecting the borders and changing the line type for the same color for the in between rows. So this is how you can make use of the borders. Next you have this alignment left, right, center, again vertical, bottom, middle, top. Then you have text wrapping. If your text is going, for example, this is a test text. Okay, now currently this is Okay, let me reduce this. Okay, so now it is currently overlying. We can access this text wrapping from here, overflow. If we click it on the wrap, it has pushed the text to the next line character if it is visible, or if we expand it, we can see it. Or we can just simply use the third option, clip, so that even if it just cut the text, however text is there but it has not shown us the full text. Then this is useful text rotation, especially in the case of charts or the headers. For example, I have this data and I can rotate it 45-degree this way. So this is useful when you are building some process flow chart or some sort of project charter, etc. You can use it any way. Okay. Next we have is alternating colors. So alternating colors is nothing but we can select the data, okay, and just mark it as an alternating colors. So basically to make it more appealing, now see here I have not chosen my headers, so I can uncheck this. Okay, now it has appearing in the alternating colors, and this is useful for the representation purpose when we have large number of data set with us. For the representation, we can choose different color palettes from here to make it more sensible. Okay, you can change this custom style, colors, etc. from here, and you can remove the alternating colors from the same window. Okay, now next is okay, let me select this column first, and let's move on to some of the standard formatting. So let's say I have this range. I go to here, and if I click on currency, it will default add the currency format. That can also be accessed, these quick formatting, from the number menu. And here if you see, now I have highlighted the currency. Okay, if I have taken the accounting, so it has by default moved this dollar sign to the left alignment for the cell. And if the value is negative, say for example 2 minus 1, it is automatically put into the brackets. Okay, next is number percentage. Again, if you click on percent, it has converted the same text into percentage. This is useful when we have percentage. So for example, if I have the sum here, I will show you how to shortcut calculate the percentages. This number divided by this number, let me lock it and press enter. Let me put it in the number formats. Click on number and put a sign, so automatically my percentage is appearing. Now one of the shortcut here again is, even if we don't want to use this percent sign, we can just simply put a percent sign in the formula itself, and it will give me the percentages directly, right? Okay, moving on, we have next is some date format. We know, whatever, if we have a date, we can choose the custom format, and below that we have more formats. So more currencies is basically, currently as I clicked on the currency, it is by default taking the dollar value. What if I wanted to change it for the some other value, say Russian ruble, okay, and apply. So automatically that symbol appeared here. If I copy this formatting on my other cells, it is appearing. Okay, now the important point to note here is, if you use this methodology, it will applicable to only the cells where we wanted to have this. However, there is another way which I have covered in the earlier session. So file, document setting, And here if we change the local to say Russia and save the setting, so automatically my currency will change. So format number and see here the currency has been changed, accounting and currency. Okay, so this is how we can change this entire spreadsheet setting in one go. Next we have is date and time formats. Okay, let me select a range. So here currently the date and time format is set with some custom thing. We can choose any pre-configured thing. Say for example this one. So if you notice it has taken the day, then hyphen and the month. There is no year mentioned here. Okay, we can customize this just by clicking on the icon, deleting it, again deleting it and removing the connectors. I just want in the regular fashion my day, then I want slash, then I want month. For the representation purpose, let me change the format in between or the connector in between to say hyphen, year, apply. Now if I try to put some date 20 May 2021, it has automatically taken that format. Next is custom number format. So custom number format is basically we can customize how our number will look like including the colors. Now if you see it here, we have these formats which are already set there along with some of the advanced formatting. So for example, if I choose this, it will always be having a comma separator for the thousands and two decimal places for the detailed number. Okay, now if we choose this, the description below shows that the positive number will be shown with a dollar sign with a comma for the thousands and negative will be put in the bracket. So let's click on apply and say minus 100, right? Say plus 100 this way. Let's take one advance. So for example, if I have this green versus red, okay, apply. So if a number is positive, it will highlight in green. If a number is negative, it will put into the bracket and apply the red color. This we can further customize by amending in the same field. For example, I don't want the green here. Okay, I just apply and say a positive number will appear in the black automatic. Okay, so I hope till this point it is clear to you and you will make sure to make your data representation quite meaningful, because unless and until data has some meaning, it's just a raw data. It cannot be treated as an information or the knowledge. So this is it in this session. We will cover the conditional formatting in the next session. So thanks for joining. Stay tuned for the next and thank you.